There you go.
Beautiful. Turn this away. There we go. That looks pretty good. What do you think?
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Catching a lot of the edge there, so it turn back this way. Okay. Catching the bedpost here. You know what? This flag rack can go over quite a ways. So let's do that. If you could bring the other pole closer. I know, getting up. I know.
There you go.
Looks pretty good. Oh, you're knocking stuff over, too.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You knocked that over. It's like the most safe thing in this room to knock over, frankly. But you did it, so.
But you did it. So you must be shamed.
Beautiful. Okay. Yes, yes. Shame. Shame the TJ.
Mm-hmm. Always.
We are live. This is on. It says live here. Pretty good. Oh, you're knocking stuff over, too.
Yes, I am.
Fun. And there we go. Cool. Got the YouTube, got the Twitch, got 6 viewers. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the game. This is Gentleman Octopus Trivia. We come at you every Monday at 9 o'clock Eastern. Before we get started, just say hey and say thank you to all of our supporters while I crack open my beverage. Give me a sec here. All right. I'd like to say thank you to Liz Hudson, Adam Francois Watkins, and Rachel Schumann. Thank you to Sarah Hatch for liking the video. Appreciate that. Thank you to Lincoln Hamilton, Claire Fisher, and Will Gilbert. To Gail Angeles, Stephen Glassman, and Mark Dawson. To Jerome Verid, Adam Connor, and Martin Butterick. Also like to say thank you to Kent Buxton, Dustin Resch, and Lindsay Henry. And to Jordan Lax, Dan Fitzpatrick, and of course, Sarah Ann Rapp, again, partner of the Octopus, partner of mine. She has also contributed a question to tonight's game.
Oh, yes.
And helped out the music round, too. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, cannot wait to see that Sarah content later on. We've got 9 viewers according to this. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being a part of this. Again, every Monday, 9 o'clock, we bring you live trivia from our bedroom here in New Port Richey, Florida. Will bring us back so you can see said bedroom, and also so we can introduce you to something brand new. You've seen Canada. You know, that one's not new, but we got a new one. We got a big Chungus flag.
Former Gentleman Octopus answer line, Big Chungus.
Absolutely. And today I uploaded the flag catalog or the flagalog to our page and to mine. So if you're ever in the market to get us a flag, check it out. We don't have a bunch, but we do have a bunch as well.
Yeah.
We're up to 61, I believe, at this point. Oh, wow. A special shout out to my mom and dad for helping out with figuring out a new way to store these flags, because boy, do they take up space. And any proceeds tonight, you can rest assured, will probably go at some point towards flags and maps and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, thanks very much for hanging out.
Continued education.
For your continued education. Yes, to continue your emotional education. Don't be a dick, Snape. Don't be a dick.
Don't be addicted, Trelawney.
I know, right? Emma Thompson's such a sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we are just a couple of minutes away from actually getting started tonight. Thanks again for joining us. This is Gentleman Octopus. It's DIY trivia. We do it every week, every Monday at 9 o'clock Eastern. And we write all the questions ourselves, edit it ourselves, package it ourselves, all of that whole thing.
I was explaining to somebody today how the process works. Monday's the game. Tuesday, Wednesday is panic. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I absolutely hate this set. I feel like I don't know why anybody ever plays our game. Saturday, Sunday, it's coming along. It's not bad. Monday, show.
See, I'll reverse Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, Sunday. For me, Tuesday, Wednesday, just nothing. That's just my lazy days. Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, panic, because I haven't done anything else Tuesday through Friday. That's pretty much how that goes. I'd like to say thank you to Rachel once again. Congratulations on the big Chungus, and thank you for the donation. Really appreciate
Sean,
that.
yes.
If you want to pitch in, you can do so at...
And congratulations on Henry and Augie's first day of school.
Hey,
That was today.
congratulations.
Yeah.
If you want to pitch in, you can do so at Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore or use PayPal, ksizemore at hotmail.com. Support your amateur DIY trivia. Amateur, I wouldn't say. I mean, we're pro at this point. Real quick, house cleaning notice. We will not be airing a game next week because of a combination of factors, the most important of which being the fact that it's Labor Day and people are going to be very busy. And it's also Rosh Hashanah. So for all those who celebrate, we wish you a happy Rosh Hashanah. And we want to give you as much time as we can to let you celebrate. So, hey, we'll see you a week after next.
Yep.
Now let's get into the rules. If you've played before, you probably know this, but just please submit your answers using the Google form links that we have provided in the various comment sections. TJ, have you dropped it into Facebook yet?
I have not yet.
Okay, cool.
I was waiting on it being 9 o'clock, and now it's 9 o'clock.
It is indeed. So I'm going to
9
grab...
o'clock on the 9th, right?
9 on the 9th?
Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah, damn. I was like, as soon as you said it, green, right? Green,
yep.
green. Yes, green. 9 on the 9th, green.
Yep.
All right, Twitch, here are the answer forms.
Wear your best suit.
YouTube, yes, yeah. Hey,
Dress nice.
dress up. Yeah.
Dress nice, yeah.
Anyway, there are your answer forms. Please make sure you include your name on each one of those answer forms, and you submit them one time. Only one time.
Once, yeah.
There will be 5 rounds with 8 questions. Your middle round will be a music round with a theme. And feel free, play individually or just team up, whatever you got going on. Moving on to the next one. Each correct answer to a question is worth 1 point. The sole exception to this
is the music round.
Indeed, it's the music round, where a musician or band will be worth 1 point, and the title of the song we're looking for will be worth 1 point. But you don't have to get both in order to get credit.
Like if you said that the song Pontoon was by the band Perry, that'd be a really good guess.
That'd be a decent guess, yeah, for sure. But you'd only earn 1 point because only one of those things is right. The exception to that exception is that the theme is worth 2 points.
So always guess on that.
Howdy, boys. Solo, just going to watch for a while. Hey,
Sounds
howdy,
good,
Jerome. But yeah, like TJ said, the theme's always worth guessing because it's the most valuable question of the night. Take a punt. Exactly. Take a punt. Questions we read once, and then we're going to recap them. After the recap, we'll put up a 3-minute timer. So submit your answers by the end of that timer. There will be no final question, and no tiebreaker will be used or written unless there's a first-place tie. We're riding a pretty solid streak of no ties.
It ends tonight.
So,
like an All-American Rejects song.
Knock on wood. Darkness turns to light.
Yep.
All right, it is time for round number 1. I see we're up to 22 viewers.
Sounds
Thank you, everybody. TJ, what you got in your cup tonight?
Water. I know, exciting.
And I've got Seagram's Wild Berries. Doing a wine cooler night. We are running low on beer. But definitely want to have something flashy to celebrate.
All right, it is time for round number 1, question number 1. You want to start or should I?
Doesn't matter to me.
All right, sounds good. Question number 1. What author wrote the 1861 work, The House of the Dead, a semi-autobiographical novel, alternatively published as Buried Alive, or 10 Years of Penal Servitude in Siberia? What author wrote the 1861 work, The House of the Dead, which was a semi-autobiographical novel that was alternatively published? I got it. It's okay, I got it. Alternatively published as Buried Alive, or 10 Years of Penal Servitude in Siberia. What is the name of that author? It's question number 1. 10 years of penal servitude, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Any way you slice it, that's bad.
Question number 2. Along with the territory of Nunavut, the Hudson Bay is bounded by 3 different Canadian provinces. We want you to name any 2. So name any 2 of the 3 Canadian provinces that are boundaries for the Hudson Bay. In addition to these provinces, the territory of Nunavut also serves as a boundary. This, by the way, was random. I put all of our flags in the catalog, and I random generated a number 1 through 61, and it gave me 33 for Canada.
Yep.
And I thought,
not for Scottie Pippen?
Well, not for Scottie Pippen. Yeah, I thought that was interesting because I knew that Canada came up, but wasn't itself the answer. So I'm like, okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Occasionally that'll happen. Ooh, Sierra Leone came up, and that might be in the game. Question number 3. Despite a WAR, or wins above replacement, of over 80 for his entire career, what pitcher never won a Cy Young? Though he was runner-up with the California Angels in 1973, a full 20 years before ending his major league career. Once again, despite a WAR of over 80 for his entire career, what pitcher never won a Cy Young award and was only ever second with the California Angels in 1973, which was a full 20 years before ending their major league career? What major league pitcher is that? That's question 3.
And question number 4. Part of a phrase used to describe people who live a life of luxury also serves as the title of what book and Netflix documentary series that shows the history and journey of black culinary traditions from Africa to the American South. Primarily the American South, of course elsewhere, but definitely highly highlighted. Highly highlighted, of course.
Highlight? I haven't highlighted in a minute.
Anyway, what is the title of the book and Netflix documentary series that shows the history and journey of black culinary traditions from Africa to the American South? This book and series share its title with part of a phrase used to describe people who live a life of luxury. What is that partial phrase? What is that title? That's question number 4.
Question number 5. What 2007 sequel and conclusion to a film trilogy was one of the last highest grossing films to earn less than $1 billion? Though this number was a drop-off compared to the preceding film that introduced Bill Nye to the franchise. So what 2007 sequel and conclusion to a film trilogy was one of the last highest grossing films to earn less than $1 billion? Though this number was a drop-off compared to a preceding film that introduced Bill Nye to the franchise. What is the name of that sequel? That's question 5.
Can you imagine that? Highest grossing film of the year. And the account's like, frankly, we were hoping for more.
It's disappointing, really.
It's disappointing. Question number 6.
Bit of a fumble.
Yep. Question number 6. Seen on the following slide, the largest type of dragonfly in the United States is the giant species.
Big boy.
Big. Of what member of the family Aeshnidae, named for a common sewing technique? So this here is a type of dragonfly of the family Aeshnidae. These types of dragonfly are named for a common sewing technique, and the giant species of this dragonfly type is the largest in all of the United States. What is the name of this kind of dragonfly? Again, named for a common sewing technique.
I like that kind of like is wavy.
Well, it's got a lot.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to throw around there.
Yeah.
Once again, just looking for the name of that type of dragonfly that shares its name with the common sewing technique.
Specific film in the trilogy.
Yes, thank you, Dan, for asking that question. And that was question number 6. Take it away.
Question number 7. Fort Gatland and Jernigan were the previous names of what Florida city, whose etymology is unclear, but includes stories of a fallen soldier, a Tampa-bound oxherd, and reference to a Shakespearean comedy. So once again, Fort Gatland and Jernigan were the previous names of what Florida city, whose etymology is unclear, but includes stories of a fallen soldier, a Tampa-bound oxherd, and reference to a Shakespearean comedy. That's right, FloridaCon.
FloridaCon.
Get some FloCon.
Get some FloCo.
What is the name of that Floridian city? That's question 7.
And question number 8. The French province of Gascony is known for producing what type of brandy that is distinct from a variety sold by Remy Martin and Courvoisier, although both end with the same 4 letters. So again, the French province of Gascony produces what distinct form of brandy? This type of brandy is distinct from Remy Martin and Courvoisier's fare, although both of those brandy types end with the same 4 letters.
The only 4 letters I associate with Courvoisier is pass.
Okay. TJ with his judgments out here.
No, pass the Courvoisier.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to be dragging you on stream. But anyway, what is the name of that type of brandy distinct from the kind sold by Remy Martin and Courvoisier, although they both end with the same 4 letters? That's question number 8.
Yeah, that was a bit confusing.
Time for the recap.
Question number 1. What author wrote the 1861 work The House of the Dead, a semi-autobiographical novel, alternatively published as Buried Alive, or 10 Years of Penal Servitude in Siberia? What's the name of that author? That's question number 1.
Question number 2. Along with the territory of Nunavut, the Hudson Bay is bounded by 3 different Canadian provinces. We're looking for you to name any 2. Again, name any 2 of the 3 Canadian provinces that, along with Nunavut, are a boundary for the Hudson Bay. That's question number 2.
Question number 3. Despite a career wins above replacement of over 80, what Major League pitcher only ever finished second in the Cy Young standings with the 1973 California Angels a full 20 years before ending their Major League career? Let's name that pitcher. That's 3. That's 3! Punch him out.
Question number 4. Part of a phrase used to describe those who live a life of luxury is also the title of a book and Netflix documentary series. Of what book and Netflix documentary series that shows the history and journey of black culinary traditions from Africa to the American South? What is the title of that book and documentary series? It is also the partial phrase described in the first clue there. That's question number 4.
Question number 5. What 2007 sequel and conclusion to a film trilogy was one of the last highest grossing films of the year to earn less than $1 billion? Even this number was a bit of a drop-off, considering the preceding film that introduced Bill Nye to the franchise. Need the specific film in the trilogy, the final film in the trilogy. That's question 5.
And question number 6. Seen on the following slide, the largest type of dragonfly in the United States is the giant species of what member of the family Aeshnidae? This member is named for a common sewing technique. So the largest dragonfly in the United States is the giant species of what dragonfly type that is named for a common sewing technique? And that's that big boy right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
Big fluttering chungus.
Question number 7. Fort Gatlin and Jernigan were the previous names of what Florida city, whose etymology is unclear, but includes stories of a fallen soldier, a Tampa-bound Oxford, and reference to a Shakespearean comedy? What is the name of that Florida city? That's question 7.
And your last one of round number 1. The French province of Gascony is known for producing what type of brandy that is distinct from a variety sold by makers such as Remy Martin and Courvoisier, even though both types end with the same 4 letters? What is the type that is produced in Gascony? That is question number 8. So I think it's time to roll it back to the top and hit them with the countdown.
Yep.
What are you in the mood for, music-wise?
Let's see.
Stations. Ambient, alternative, surprise me, chili. Or chill, not chili.
Yeah.
Chili. Chili. Oh, yes. Sounds good to me. EDM, funk, happy EDM.
That's interesting.
Right? Lo-fi,
Hype
pop,
bangers.
ska. I think I'll pass on ska.
Yeah.
Spooky,
That's the impression that I get.
dance.
Let's go with World.
World it is. See you soon. This one's called Nachos and Cheese.
Yeah, it is.
All right. We are back and ready to give you the correct answers from round number 1, starting with question number 1.
Question number 1. What author wrote the 1861 work, The House of the Dead, a semi-autobiographical novel, alternatively published as Buried Alive, or 10 Years of Penal Servitude in Siberia? And that was Fyodor Dostoevsky.
The Mad Russian. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, Dostoevsky himself served hard labor in a Siberian prison camp, which is why I thought that would probably be the best clue.
That's a good giveaway.
I didn't want to be like, who wrote Crime and Punishment?
Yeah,
but I
exactly.
thought, here, I'll give you a new title maybe you haven't heard, and give you some clues you can work it out with.
Yeah. Seemed to help people.
Damn right. Question number 2. Along with the territory of Nunavut, the Hudson Bay is bounded by 3 different Canadian provinces. We were looking for you to name any 2. You could have given us Manitoba, Ontario, or Quebec. Those are the 3 provinces that bound the Hudson Bay, there with Nunavut serving as the territorial boundary. So
And just off the screen there is South Detroit.
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Question number 3. Despite a wins above replacement of over 80 for his entire career, what pitcher never won a Cy Young Award? Although he's runner-up with the California Angels in 1973, a full 20 years before ending his career. That was Mr. Nolan Ryan.
It can only be one man, and it can only be one picture.
Yeah.
Yep. It says, don't mess with the Express underneath his signature there.
As he's kicking the hell out of Robin Ventura.
That was one of Robin Ventura's earliest at-bats, right?
He was 22 when that...
Whoa! Good God. Question number 4. Part of a phrase used to describe people who live a life of luxury also serves as the title of what book and Netflix documentary series that shows the history and tradition of black culinary history and journey of black culinary traditions from Africa to the American South. That would be High on the Hog. Yeah, this is one that came across my radar, I believe, either from a news story or probably more likely from Jeffrey Seguratan's current news update. So, shout out to Jeffrey and shout out to Lin Yu out there putting up the current events stuffs. But yeah, it's coming in for a 2nd season, and I think there's probably a lot of really cool information and a lot of points to be gained from watching that.
Question number 5. What 2007 sequel and conclusion to a film trilogy was one of the last highest-grossing films to not grace over $1 billion? And even this number was a drop-off compared to the preceding film that introduced Bill Nye. The one that introduced Bill Nye is, of course, Dead Man's Chest. That was the 2nd. And the 3rd was At World's End.
I seem to remember when this film came out that it was, kind of panned. But I feel like it's being reassessed. I saw a bunch of articles that were, saying we need more blockbusters like At World's End.
Yeah, I mean, the Keith Richards cameo is a little weird and kind of takes away from the pacing of the film. The entire time when he's meeting with all of the big pirates in Singapore is so slow, especially for a conclusion.
It's cool, though, and it's based on history.
It is, but it's also, for a concluding trilogy film, you're kind of expecting, maybe things to pick up the pace a little bit more. I thought it was very uneven in points.
I think that's kind of the prevailing thought, is that it's uneven, but that the good parts are pretty
damn good. The good parts are good, yeah.
And thought-provoking. Speaking of good things, we would like to say thank you very much to Stephen Glassman, who says, oh, Lord, it's Monday again.
It is. But that can only mean Gentleman Octopus time, except for next week.
We feel the same way. Question number 6. Seen on the following slide, the largest type of dragonfly in the United States is the giant species of what member of the family Aeshnidae? Named for a common sewing technique. This is a darner. We took a, let's see, what do we take here? Let me pull it up. We took darning needle even, and we took darner fly. So if anything you had darn in it,
not darn,
you got credit.
Question number 7. Fort Gatlin and Jernigan were the previous names of what Florida city whose etymology is unclear, but includes stories of a fallen soldier, a Tampa-bound Oxford, and a reference to a Shakespearean comedy.
Straight dunked. I think this is, the only social? No, it's one of 2 socials in this round.
Dostoevsky was the other one.
Dostoevsky being the other. So raise your glass on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, everybody. Yeah. Hey, that was...
Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to tell you how much we love Orlando.
It's thought it could be named for Orlando Reeves, who was a soldier who died. It could have been named for a guy named Orlando who was driving an ox team through Orlando on his way to Tampa and died. Or it could be that either or both of those stories was made up by a guy who just wanted to name it after a Shakespearean reference. Mm-hmm. So, yep.
That's the city beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And question number 8. The French province of Gascony is known for producing what type of brandy that is distinct from a variety sold by Remy Martin and Courvoisier, although both end with the same 4 letters. So, those that other variety is, of course, cognac. This, my friends, is Armagnac. Armagnac, one of the distinct forms of brandy. We got a guess of Calvados, which is a great guess, but Calvados is actually named for the region in which it's produced. I mean, so is Armagnac and Cognac. But, yeah, that is Armagnac.
All right, and who we got playing with us today? We have third podium, Team Coast to Coast, Itches Get Scritches. Is it Friday yet? No, it is not. Bon Ivermectin, Back It Up, and the artist formerly known as Kanye West Nile Virus.
Ooh, excellent stuff.
Next time it's going to be a symbol.
And Orlando Bloom in the POTC movies. Am I sensing a theme here? It could be an unconscious theme. Those happen. Arizona was the unconscious theme last week. All right, let's hit with round number 2.
Let's do it.
And you're starting.
Question number 1. Wheeling and Martinsburg are the most populous cities in the northern and eastern panhandles of what state? So Wheeling and Martinsburg are the most populous cities in the northern and eastern panhandles of what state? What state in the U.S. is that? That's question 1. Nice, short, and sweet for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Question number 2. What 3 words have been redacted from the following memes inspired by the Emmy Award-winning South Park episode, Margaritaville? So what 3 words have been covered up by that purple rectangle? We've got just opened a brand new sleeve of Oreos, and we've got put $50 on the Baltimore Orioles. Yeah. What 3 words
are covered up there? Another 3-run home run, so they're down 7-2, so yeah.
What 3 words are covered by that purple rectangle in a meme inspired by South Park's Emmy Award-winning episode Margaritaville? Give us those 3 words. That's question number 2.
Question number 3. What name is shared by the 2 images on the following slide? The image on the left depicts a British naval officer, an admiral of the fleet, while the image on the right shows a view of the only Asian capital city partially named for an Englishman. So once again, the photo on the left is a British naval officer, and the photo on the right is the only Asian capital partially named for an Englishman.
Yep. That's it. What is that shared name?
Yep.
What is that shared name indeed?
Give you a couple seconds with that one.
Got a stew on it.
Baby, get a stew on it. Mm-hmm. And question number 4.
In our trio of image questions, question number 4. The 2 characters seen on the following slide are cutting a rug to what composition? Almost certainly the most famous work by Italian composer Amilcare Ponchielli. Yes, there have been 5 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The first 3 constitute a trilogy. The others are like spin-off films.
Yeah, that end with Orlando Bloom's character becoming Davy Jones. Then On Stranger Tides and Dead Men Tell No Tales kind of tell a completely different story from the main one.
Okay. So question number 4, again, the 2 characters are cutting a rug to what composition by Italian composer Amilcare Ponchielli? What are they dancing to? I got it playing in my head right now. I didn't realize I knew the tune until I saw that image, and I'm like, yep, okay, I remember it.
Yeah.
So what is the name of the composition by Amilcare Ponchielli that is playing as these 2 characters dance? That is question number 4.
Question number 5. Vocalics are sung syllables without any actual meaning. On Rolling Stone's original list of the top 500 songs of all time, there are 2 songs with entirely vocalic titles in the top 150. One is by Gene Vincent. The other is by the Crystals. Name either one that is entirely vocalic in the title. One by Gene Vincent and one by the Crystals. Name any of those 2 songs. That's question number 5.
Question number 6. This one comes to you from Sarah Ann Rapp. So thank you very much, Sarah. Clink. It's been theorized that Charles Bonnet syndrome, which causes visual hallucinations, may have aided some of the daydreamy flights of fancy in the work of what Algonquin roundtable writer / cartoonist accidentally shot at age 8 in a game of William Tell. Once again, it's been theorized that Charles Bonnet syndrome may have aided some of the daydreamy flights of fancy in the work of what Algonquin roundtable writer and cartoonist. This writer and cartoonist may have had visual hallucinations as a result of Charles Bonnet syndrome and was certainly shot at age 8 in a game of William Tell. Who is that Algonquin roundtable writer and cartoonist? That's question number 6. I'd like to say thank you to Tim Edwards for liking the stream.
And thank you, Sarah, for writing the question.
Absolutely, as always. Thank you.
And question number 7, the first Nobel Prize in physiology or medicine was awarded to Emil Adolf von Behring for a serum therapy to fight what disease caused by exposure to the pathogen Corynebacterium?
Corynebacterium.
Corynebacterium. Genus, a disease known to cause sore throat, fever, and a barking cough, similar to psoriasis?
Pertussis.
Pertussis, yeah. Okay.
Glasses aren't up to prescription, are they?
No. We're getting a little long in the tooth, as it were. The first Nobel Prize in physiology or medicine was awarded to Emil Adolf von Behring for serum therapy to fight what disease caused by exposure to a pathogen known as Corynebacterium, a disease known to cause sore throat, fever, and a barking cough, similar to pertussis. So what was that? That's question 7.
That's a long boy. Sorry about that.
That is a long boy.
And question number 8, it's your Randy anagram time. We have got an 8-letter word for you. Take these 8 letters and figure out what it is. You've got SNUGMEAT. That's snug meat. And your hint is, I don't think that thing can handle anything bigger. Snug meat. I don't think that thing can handle anything bigger. What is the 8-letter word that you can get by rearranging those letters? That's question 8. That's your Randy anagram. Here's your question recap.
And question number 1, Wheeling and Martinsburg are the most populous cities in the northern and eastern panhandles of what state? What state has the cities of Wheeling and Martinsburg? That's question 1.
Question number 2, what 3 words have been redacted from these memes which were inspired by South Park's Emmy Award-winning episode, Margaritaville? What 3 words have been covered up at the bottom of each of those pictures? Your setups there are just open a brand new sleeve of Oreos and put $50 on the Baltimore Orioles. Mm-hmm. Baltimore, not Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yeah.
The Baltimore Orioles. All right, that's question number 2.
Question number 3, what name is shared by the 2 images on the following slide? The image on the left depicts a British naval officer, an admiral of the fleet, while the image on the right shows a view of the only Asian capital city that's partially named for an Englishman. So we've got that admiral on the left and that town on the right that is the only Asian capital partially named for an Englishman.
Mm-hmm. What name do they share?
Mm-hmm. That is question 3.
Mm-hmm. And question number 4, the 2 characters seen on the following slide are cutting a rug to what composition? Almost certainly the best-known work by Italian composer Amilcare Ponchielli. So what Amilcare Ponchielli composition is playing as these 2 characters dance? Just looking for the name of that work. That is question number 4.
Question number 5, vocalics are sung syllables without any actual meaning. On Rolling Stone's original list of the top 500 songs of all time, there are only 2 songs that are entirely vocalic titles in the top 150. One is by Gene Vincent, and the other is by the Crystals. Name either one of the titles that are entirely vocalic titles. That's question number 5.
Ponchielli. Question number 6. Again, this one comes to you from Sarah Ann Rapp. So thank you, Sarah, for this one. It's been theorized that Charles Bonnet syndrome, which causes visual hallucinations, may have aided some of the daydreamy flights of fancy in the work of what Algonquin Round Table writer and cartoonist accidentally shot at age 8 in a game of William Tell. I just now figured that out. All right, that's question number 6. TJ, give us question number 7.
Question number 7. The first Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to Emil Adolf van Behring for a serum therapy to fight what disease is caused by exposure to a pathogen known as Corynebacterium genus, a disease known to cause sore throat, fever, and a barking cough, similar to pertussis. So what is the name of that disease? That is question number 7. And Mickey, round us off, please.
I'll round you out with the Randy anagram. Once again, you've got snug meat. That's SNUGMEA and T. Your hint is, I don't think that thing can handle anything bigger. Snug meat. I don't think that thing can handle anything bigger. What is the 8-letter word you get when you rearrange those letters? That's question number 8.
And get your answers in, and we will see you guys in just a little bit. Got the timer going. We're going to put some more world music on, and we will see you in just a little bit.
Good luck, everybody. All right. Hey, everybody. So we got a request to list the music from round 2. This one is called Café Terrasse on Parisian Suite. A lot of this is just royalty-free music, so I'm not exactly sure where you can find it, except other royalty-free places. One was called Nachos and Cheese. That was the first one.
That wasn't great, though.
No, that wasn't great. The last one was pretty good, and I can't remember what the hell it was now, and it won't let me go back.
Yeah.
But yes, I will try to tell you what's playing from now on. Round 2, answers.
Yeah, let's do it. Question number 1. Wheeling and Martinsburg are the most populous cities in the northern eastern panhandles of what state? Wheeling is in West Virginia.
Yep,
And Martinsburg. And you said this was the only state with 2 panhandles, right?
It is the only state with 2 panhandles, yes. And I'm pissed off at the PNG that lied to me, because what I was going to do was overlay both West Virginias with the highlighted panhandles on top of each other, and then it being a transparent PNG, one would show through while the other would be in front. It wasn't transparent, even though it was a PNG, so grumble, grumble, grumble.
Grumbles.
Question number 2. What 3 words have been redacted from the following memes inspired by the Emmy Award-winning South Park episode, Margaritaville? We had one team guess Wasted Away again, which is like a perfect guess when you know it's Margaritaville. Yeah. So, just open a brand new sleeve of Oreos, put $50 on the Baltimore Orioles, and it's gone. It's gone. Yep.
All right, we're going to put you in a money market, and going to put you in this aggressive mutual, and it's gone. And then just looks at him like, so you're going to give me more money, right?
Yep.
Nope.
And it's gone. All right, TJ.
Question number 3. What name is shared by 2 images on the following slide? The image on the left depicts a British naval officer and admiral of the fleet, while the image on the right shows a view of the only Asian capital city that's partially named for an Englishman. So who we got on the left there?
We have Fairfax Moresby. Yes,
and
Moresby.
Port Moresby.
And Port Moresby, the capital of Papua New Guinea. Mm-hmm. Yep. So Moresby being the only Asian capital, as far as I'm aware, that's named partially for an Englishman, and Fairfax Moresby's on the left. All right. Question number 4. The 2 characters seen on the following slide are cutting a rug to what composition? Almost certainly the most famous work by Italian composer Amilcar Ponchielli. That would be from Fantasia, of course. That is the Dance of the Hours.
And if you go to Fantasia Land Mini Golf, I believe that's the name of holes 9, 10, and 11. Is Dance of the Hours.
Got your mini golf hole knowledge down.
Yeah.
It's a fun time, by
I
the
love
way.
going to Fantasia Mini
Check
Golf. It's
it
great.
out.
Question number 5. Vocalics are sung syllables without any actual meaning. On Rolling Stone's original list of the top 500 songs of all time, there are 2 songs with entirely vocalic titles in the top 150. One by Gene Vincent, the other by the Crystals. Name either. Gene Vincent was Bebopalula, and the Crystals was Da Do Ron Ron.
Yep. The highest one that might be considered vocalic is Tutti Frutti by Little Richard, but Tutti Frutti does mean something. Like,
Yeah.
Tutti Frutti has a definition. We
Yep.
know what Tutti Frutti is. But yeah, Bebopalula.
It's
and
not
Da Do
everybody's
Ron Ron.
favorite music round question. Dee doo doo doo. Dee
Dee
da da da.
Gotta get your do's, gotta get your da's in the right
Exactly.
order. Yep. Question number 6. It's been theorized that Charles Bonnet syndrome, which causes visual hallucinations, may have aided some of the daydreamy flights of fancy in the work of what Algonquin Roundtable, writer and cartoonist, accidentally shot at age 8 in a game of William Tell. I only now realized what the whole William Tell thing was about. This guy had really bad eyes, and I'm guessing he caught one between the eyes.
Yep.
This is James Thurber. He, of course, of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Daydreamy Flights of Fancy. I see
Yeah.
you. I see you, Sarah. Thank you for that question, Sarah. There's a James Thurber cartoon of a dog taking what looks like a pensive nap, I would say. And then we've also got my dog, Jasmine, very wearily, lustily looking out the window. Just a little ennui there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that is question number 6. Moving on to question number 7. TJ.
Question number 7. The first Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to Emil Adolf von Behring for a serum therapy to fight what disease that was caused by exposure to the pathogen Carnibacterium, a disease known to cause sore throats, fever, and a barking cough similar to pertussis.
That's not on we, that's on woof.
That is on wolf.
On woof.
On wolf. And that would be diphtheria. Speaking of good boys, there's Balto.
That's right, Balto, all-time good boy.
All-time good boy. Good boy Hall of Fame.
Along with the Akira Sachito? Hachito, the
Yep.
Akira.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Question number 8. Rearrange the following letters in your Randy anagram to form an 8-letter word. You've got snug meat, SNUGMEAT, and your hint is, I don't think that thing can handle anything bigger, and I hope that that's all you're going to give it because you can't have it augmented. Thanks, but the crowd kept looking at me like I was using too many augmented knights. They just came for the buffalo wings. Augments, yes. Would have also accepted mutagens, but no one gave us that. Hachito. Yeah.
Hachito.
I believe it's Hachito is the name of the Akita who waited 9 years for his owner to return. Mega nuts, says Vink
Mega
Daddy.
nuts.
So, Vink Daddy, it's funny. I put this up originally during the test game as nut games, but then everybody started playing with the words and all of that. And every one of the anagrams I liked better than nut games, which is just like maybe a vaguely syllabically Lady Gaga kind of thing. Let's play a nut game, play a nut game. But yeah, snug meat, mega nuts. Mega nuts is perfect too for the clue. That's well done. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. All right, scoring update, TJ.
Scoring updates. In 7th place, 9 points for third podium. 6th place, 11 points for Team Coast to Coast. And get this, a 4-way tie for second place, all with 14 points for Itches Get Scritches. Bon Ivermectin.
Bon Ivermectin.
Yeah, Bon Ivermectin. Back it up. And the artist formerly known as Kanye West Nile Virus. And first place, is it Friday yet?
Excellent. How many points is that by?
15 points they have. So they are 1 point ahead.
One ahead. All right. Well,
Time for the music round.
absolutely. All right. Let me pull up round number 3, tell you a little bit about how it goes. So, round number 3 is a little bit different. You're going to hear 8 different clips. 1 point will be given for each correct title, 1 point for each artist, and 2 points, a whopping 2, for the theme. So even if you don't know, always worth a guess. what we're going to do is we're going to post a link to your music clips in the comments. I'm grabbing that right now. Got it. And it's going to YouTube. And now it's going to Twitch. It is just a shade over 5 minutes, so you have time to listen to it twice. Feel free to listen, rewind, listen again, as it says there on the slide. You will have 10 minutes to submit. During that time, we will not play any filler music, so you can concentrate on what you're hearing. So you won't see us again until the 2-minute mark, when we let you know how much time you have left. I'm setting the timer now for 10 minutes and 30 seconds, and we will see you on the other side. Best of luck. All right, everybody, you have a little less than 2 minutes before the end of the countdown timer. We just wanted to remind you because the last 2 minutes go by a lot quicker than the first 8. So get your answers in as soon as you can. We'll pop back on at the 0-minute mark, restart the filler music, and we'll see you then. Best of luck. All right, that is the end of the timer. Make sure that you get your answers in soon. We're going to put on some filler music, switching over to House Grooves from World Music, just to try out a little something different. But make sure you get your answers in as soon as you can. And then when you do, it's the best time of the night to go and powder your nose or refill your drink. I know I did. Got myself a big old bottle of water.
And we'd like to thank the teams that have submitted, which is Forum Third Podium, Team Coast to Coast, Itches Get Scritches, and Bon Ivermectin.
Yep. Who else do we want to thank, TJ?
We'd also like to thank Mark Dawson for his donation. Thank you, Mark.
Cheers, Mark. We'll see all of you in a little bit. Get those answers in.
I always used to feel like
That was Along With You. Along With You or Alone With You?
Along with you, I think.
Hold on. Along With You by Orician. 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 Let's take a look now at the answers.
At the music round. It was well converted.
Well converted indeed.
Which we anticipated.
Indeed. You want to do one or two?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, I'll start off with song number 1. That was Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam, which I was telling my mom when she was like, I don't understand what he's saying. I never understand what Pearl Jam's saying. I'm like, Pearl Jam is decently unintelligible, just straight up.
Yep.
In this song, Eddie is intentionally trying to be unintelligible.
Yep.
So good luck finding out if you're the boxer or the bag.
Song number 2 was The Best by Tina Turner. When we ran the test game, our parents were stymied by the fact they knew too many Tina Turner songs.
Too many Tina Turner songs. We, of course, took Simply the Best as well.
Yep.
Song number 3 was End of the Line, Traveling Wilburys. Everybody got that song.
Mm-hmm. Man, Tom Petty is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing we were saying is, like, I know that, like, the whole thing is, holy crap, we got, country western vocalist legend Roy Orbison. Holy crap, we got George Harrison, a Beatle. Wow, Bob Dylan, the voice of a generation. But it's Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty that make the Traveling Wilburys work. If they didn't have Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty, it is not coming together.
Song number 4 was It Never Rains in Southern California. And the only artist that really gave anybody any trouble, Albert Hammond.
Yep. Song number 5, Keep Me in Your Heart by Warren Zevon.
This very nearly made it into last week's theme on tribute songs. But
kind of a special case since the tribute was to himself.
Yeah.
Knowing that he's passing away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But love
wonderful
this song.
Wonderful
this song.
No, I'm tied to you like the buttons on your blouse.
Song number 6 was The Book of Love, the cover by Peter Gabriel.
Yep, originally done by Magnetic Fields. That album of covers is extremely interesting. The arrangement is very interesting, and Gabriel is, like, for some reason, extra sinister on all the songs, especially his version of Heroes by Bowie. Song number 7, I Lived by One Republic. And song number 8, TJ.
Song number 8, your last of the round, was Baby Blue by Badfinger. Don't think they could have chosen a more perfect song and love letter to meth from Walter White than that one.
So you probably guessed it already, and certainly after seeing the pictures, these are all songs featured in television finales. We've got Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam from Friends, The Best, Tina Turner
from Schitt's
Creek, End of the Line, Traveling Wilburys from Parks and Rec.
It Never Rains in Southern California was from Veronica Mars.
Keep Me in Your Heart from House.
The Book of Love was from Scrubs.
I Lived was the final song performed by members of New Directions on Glee.
And Baby Blue was, of course, Breaking Bad.
Yep. Excellent. Tons of points in that round.
We were just past There we go. We're back.
Were we muted the entire time giving the music explanation?
Starting question 1 this round. Yep.
God damn it. I don't know why that happened.
There we go.
Anyway, we're back. So at least they heard us through the music round explanation.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Okay, good.
New York cousins Daniel Nathan and Emmanuel Lepofsky created what crime fiction writer and protagonist of the 1930s and beyond, known for books such as The French Powder Mystery, The Greek Coffin Mystery, and The Roman Hat Mystery. Heard you all the way through the music. That's at least good.
No, just for Q1. That's weird.
That was weird. Okay.
Yeah, no one touched anything.
Yeah.
We're actually like at a decent distance from the desk.
It's question number 1.
Question number 2. In the film Rushmore, one of Max Fisher's theatrical productions, is a stage version of what 1973 film, which ends with its title character testifying to the Knapp Commission and resigning from the NYPD. The title character testifies to the Knapp Commission and resigns from the NYPD at the end of what 1973 film, which was later one of the staged theatrical productions put on by Max Fisher in the movie Rushmore. What is the name of that 73 film? That's question number 2.
And question number 3. The Great Caracal fashioned an onanistic quatrain that celebrates dicks. I'm going to let you take this because you're pretty proud of this one.
Yeah. The Great Caracal fashioned an onanistic quatrain that celebrates dicks is a perfect mnemonic for memorizing the items in what scientific classification? What scientific classification can be easily memorized if you commit the mnemonic The Great Caracal fashioned an onanistic quatrain that celebrates dicks? If you dedicate that to memory, you'll never have a problem with what scientific classification.
Yeah,
That's question number 3.
Yeah, that felt like one you needed to
Sorry,
take.
we'll switch up on the next one.
That's fine, whatever. Question number 4. Often spoken by a performer of prestidigitation and seen in the frozen food aisle. What loan word derives from French and Latin roots, meaning, look over there. It's Superman.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Often spoken by a performer of prestidigitation and seen in the frozen food aisle. What loan word derives from French and Latin roots, meaning, look over there. What is that loan word? That is question number 4.
Question number 5. Fictional band Arsenal is at the heart of what jukebox musical that premiered on Broadway in 2009 and takes its title from a 1983 hit by Def Leppard? The 1983 hit by Def Leppard gives its name to what 2009 Broadway jukebox musical that focuses on the fictional band Arsenal? That's question number 5. Name that musical.
Question number 6. Robert Lewandowski recently became the second person in the history of Bayern Munich to score 300-plus goals for the club. The first was what other Polish-born forward, who scored 563 goals for the club in all competitions and held the record for most total World Cup goals until it was broken by yet another Polish-born striker, Miroslav Klose. So who was the first to score over 300-plus goals for Bayern Munich? That is question number 3.
Yep. Also holds the record,
6,
also held the record for most all-time World Cup goals
before that was broken.
Before Klose.
For Klose, yep.
Yep.
That's question 6.
Good time to be a Polish-born striker.
Always a good time.
Question number 7. Seen on the following slide is the coat of arms of what Southern African country? The northernmost modern country, formerly of the Bechuanaland Protectorate. There's the coat of arms there. A couple of zebra standy boys. And then for some reason the
Chicago Bulls logo.
Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
That's right. But yeah, what is the country represented by that coat of arms? Though it is a southern African country, this was the northernmost country that was part of the former Bechuanaland Protectorate. What is the name of that African country? That's number 7, and here's 8.
Question number 8. In 2019, what fast food chain reintroduced the Munchie Meals that is seen on the following partially redacted slide? A set of combos that was only offered between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. So what fast food chain reintroduced Munchie Meals in 2019? Only served between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, they look good.
I'm not too proud.
Yeah.
I am not too proud. Mm-hmm. That's question number 8. Let's hit them with the recap, and I'll lead off this time.
Yep.
Question number 1. New York cousins Daniel Nathan and Emmanuel Lipovsky created what pseudonymous crime fiction writer and protagonist of the 1930s and beyond, known for books such as The French Powder Mystery, The Greek Coffin Mystery, and The Roman Hat Mystery. What is the name of that protagonist and crime fiction writer? That is question number 1.
And question number 2, in the film Rushmore, one of Max Fisher's theatrical productions, is a stage version of what 1973 film that ends with the title character testifying to the Knapp Commission and resigning from the NYPD? Was that 1973 film? That's question 2.
Question number 3. The Great Caracal fashioned an onanistic quatrain that celebrates dicks, is a perfect mnemonic for memorizing the items in what scientific classification? What scientific classification can be easily memorized with the mnemonic The Great Caracal fashioned an onanistic quatrain that celebrates dicks? What is that scientific classification? That's question number 3.
Question number 4. Often spoken by a performer or prestidigitation and seen in the frozen food aisle. What loan word derives from French and Latin, meaning look over there?
What's up?
Haha, stole his fries. So what is that loan word?
No.
That's question 4.
God, his munchie meal.
Oh no, not munchie meal.
Question number 5. Fictional band Arsenal is at the heart of what jukebox musical that premiered on Broadway in 2009 and takes its title from a 1983 hit by Def Leppard? What is the name of that jukebox musical? Premiered on Broadway in 2009 and takes its title from a 1983 hit from Def Leppard. Question number 5 is name that musical.
Question number 6. Robert Lewandowski became the second player to score over 300 plus goals for Bayern Munich. Who was the first who scored over 563 goals for the club in all competition and held the record for the most total World Cup goals? Until that was broken by yet another Polish-born striker, Miroslav Klose.
Yep.
So who scored the most goals for Bayern Munich? That is question number 6.
Robert Lewandowski, born in Poland. Center of this question, born in Poland. Miroslav Klose, born in Poland.
Miroslav Klose played for Germany.
Yep. Question number 7. Seen on the following slide is the coat of arms of what southern African country, which despite being in the south of the continent, was the northernmost nation of the former Bechuanaland Protectorate. So what is the name of this country that was the northernmost country of the former Bechuanaland Protectorate? That is question number 7. I just love it.
It's fantastic.
The colors, the zebras prancing and on their hind legs. They're rampant. The Chicago Bulls, the gears, flowers, the tusk, everything.
Gotta shout out Michael Jordan.
Yep.
In question number 8, in 2019, what fast food chain reintroduced the Munchie Meals, seen on this partially redacted slide and only served between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m.? So let me tell you what you got here. You got a brunch burger. You've got a grilled cheeseburger. So the patties are the buns are grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You've got a cheesy chicken explosion is what it's called. And yeah. And you have loaded chicken nuggets over there. All served with halvesies, which are half curly fries and half straight fries.
Wow. And you get 2 tacos.
Yep.
Cool. What fast food chain is giving you all that? That's question number 8. And that is the end of round number 4. We're going to roll it back to the top and put the timer on. This time not for 10 minutes. And we're going to also put the house grooves back on. See you in a little bit, everybody.
See you in a bit. All right, it is time to go over those answers for round number 4.
Yep, starting with question number 1. New York cousins Daniel Nathan and Emmanuel Lipovsky, don't know why I keep messing that one up, created what pseudonymous crime fiction author and protagonist of the 1930s and beyond, known for books such as The French Powder Mystery, The Greek Coffin Mystery, and The Roman Hat Mystery? That would be Ellery Queen. Before writing this question, I had 3 incorrect assumptions about Ellery Queen. I thought Ellery Queen was a woman. I thought Ellery Queen was contemporary. And I thought Ellery Queen was British. Nope.
None of those things.
None of those things.
Question number 2. In the film Rushmore, one of Max Fisher's theatrical productions, is a stage version of what 1973 film that ends with its title, a character testifying to the Knapp Commission and resigning
went under the desk
from the NYPD as you forage for your lid there. I can tell you this is Serpico.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a Serpico thing. Yep.
Didn't have enough police uniforms.
Yep, and Jack Bauer gets right up front. Agent Jack Bauer gets right up front.
Yep.
Question number 3. The Great Caracal fashioned an onanistic quatrain that celebrates dicks. Is a perfect mnemonic for memorizing what scientific classification, or rather the items in what scientific classification?
You and Sarah should take a bow for this one.
Thank you. Talc, gypsum, calcite, fluorite, apatite, orthoclase feldspar, quartz, topaz, corundum, and diamond. That's the Mohs scale of hardness. So yes, if you ever need to remember the order, the Mohs scale of hardness, just remember the Great Caracal fashioned an onanistic quatrain that celebrates dicks. There you go.
That's my gift to you.
Exactly.
Question number 4, often spoken by a performer of prestidigitation and seen in the frozen food aisle. What loan word derives from French and Latin roots mean look over there? And you look over there, you find garlic chicken.
Yes, right, you do. Oh my God. Garlic chicken and garlic shrimp. I am a sucker for that garlic butter rotini they put in those things. Mm-hmm. Voila! Beautiful, TJ.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Fictional band Arsenal is at the heart of what jukebox musical that premiered on Broadway in 2009 and takes its title from a 1983 hit by Def Leppard. Interestingly enough, this hit by Def Leppard does not appear in the musical. Mm-hmm. It's Rock of Ages.
They're still rolling, rock and rolling.
It was top 15 on the Billboard Hot 100. I want to say maybe even top 10 when it came out in 83.
Yeah.
So I'd classify that as a hit.
Mm-hmm. Question number 6. Robert Lewandowski recently became the second person in the history of Bayern Munich to score 300-plus goals. The first was what other Polish-born forward who scored 563 in all competitions and held the record for most total World Cup goals until it was broken by Miroslav Klose. That is Gerd Muller.
Mm-hmm. Gerd Muller, or I think Gerhard Muller as well.
Not to be confused with Thomas Muller,
nope,
who now plays with Bayern Munich.
Yep. But Gerd Muller played for Bayern Munich and represented West Germany in
That's
the
cool.
World Cup.
A friend of mine was an extra in the movie of that musical.
I think I just got a text message. I did indeed. Oh, it's Mom saying that Mark Dawson sent us $20. So Mark, you get thanked again.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Question number 7. Seen on the following slide is the coat of arms of what southern African country, which despite being in the south of the continent, was actually the northernmost member of the former Bechuanaland Protectorate. Bechuanaland encompassed what today are 2 modern nations, South Africa and this one, Botswana.
I feel like we gotta get a flag of that.
Oh, for sure. Botswana actually uses that blue color you see there in the waves in their flag. But
Not that I know of, Jerome. Not any relation to Pam.
But yeah, no, I mean, the standing zebras, the Chicago Bulls logo. I mean, there's a lot going on. And I love every bit of it.
Mm-hmm. And question number 8. Everybody got this one. 2019, what fast food chain reintroduced the Munchie Meals? I explain what the Munchie Meals are and what they are for. And this is, of course, Jack in the Box.
It is absolutely Jack in the Box. Where else are you getting sourdough and tacos?
It is trademark Jack in the Box over the top. and I'm a big fan of it. Let's go to a scoring update. In 7th place with 29 points, we have Team Coast to Coast. In 6th place, 30 points for third podium. 5th place, 35 points for the artist formerly known as Kanye West Nile Virus. 4th place, 37 points for Itches Get Scritches. 3rd place for 38 points for Bag It Up. And tied for 1st place, we have Is It Friday Yet? And Bon Ivermectin.
All right, tight one as we go into round number 5, and we're going to start you off with question number 1. What two-part epic by Argentinian poet Jose Hernandez follows its titular gaucho protagonist through adventures that include a knife fight and an all-night singing contest? A knife fight and all-night singing contest, 2 separate events, by the way, are events in the life of what gaucho protagonist from a 2-part epic by Argentinian poet Jose Hernandez. What is the name of that gaucho? What is the name of that poem? Answer's the same. That's question number 1.
Question number 2. Change the first letter in the name of a country in the Western Hemisphere. And you'll get what capital city of a Middle Eastern country. So change the letter in the name of a country that's in the Western Hemisphere. And get a capital city of what Middle Eastern country? What is that Middle Eastern country? It's question 2.
I don't think there are any alternative answers, but we'll definitely accept alternative answers if they check out.
Alternative answers.
Alternative answers. Question number 3. An extinct fish species called medjed, a historical relative of modern elephant fish that made its former home in the city of Oxyrhynchus, is legendarily said to have consumed the severed penis of what deity?
That's some snug meat.
That's some snug meat. An extinct fish called medjed is legendarily said to have consumed the severed penis of what deity? What is the name of the deity who got its dick et by an elephant fish, extinct elephant fish relative from the city of Oxyrhynchus? That's question number 3.
That's a lot going on in that.
That's a lot going on.
Question number 4. What Western Conference NBA team has not had a player chosen for the All-Star team since the 16-17 season when center DeMarcus Cousins received his 3rd consecutive selection? So what Western Conference NBA team has not had an All-Star since the 16-17 season when center DeMarcus Cousins received his 3rd straight selection? That team, that's question 4.
Moving right along. Question number 5. Later thinkers, such as Lucretius and Epicurus, expanded on the theories of what pre-Socratic philosopher, known for the void hypothesis, and the introduction of the term atom. What pre-Socratic philosopher introduced the term atom? That's question number 5.
Question number 6. The Italian word for chalk gives us the name of what type of white paint mixed with chalk and gypsum, used like primer to prepare surfaces such as wood and canvas. Used as a primer to prepare surfaces such as wood and canvas, the Italian word for chalk gives us the name of what type of white paint is mixed with chalk and gypsum. That's question 6.
And question number 7. Maggie and The Witch Queen of New Orleans were 2 of only 3 singles that charted on the Billboard Hot 100 for what band, who released their 1970 debut album after lead singer Pat Vegas won the first singing competition sponsored by Coca-Cola. The inaugural Coca-Cola singing competition gave Pat Vegas and his bandmates the money to start what musical group, which had hits with Maggie, The Witch Queen of New Orleans, and one other single. They released their debut record, in 1970 following the contest. What's the name of the band? That's question number 7.
And your last of the night, what 1957 film based on a 1952 novel was adapted for the screen by Carl Foreman and Michael Wilson? The script won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay, but because both writers were on the Hollywood blacklist, the statuette went to the novel's author, Pierre Boulle. So what is that 1957 film? That is question number 8.
Oh, let's do the recap. Question number 1, once again, what 2-part epic by Argentinian poet Jose Hernandez follows its titular gaucho through adventures that include a knife fight and an all-night singing contest? Hey, secret singing contest theme.
I was thinking about the D'Artagnan. 3 duels in one day. Like a knife fight and a singing contest in one day.
Oof. There we go. That's question number 1.
Question number 2. Change the first letter in the name of a country in the Western Hemisphere. You get what capital city of a Middle Eastern country? Change the first letter in the name of a country in the Western Hemisphere. You get the what capital city of a Middle Eastern country. What Middle Eastern country is that? It's question
capital
2.
city.
Capital city.
Capital city.
Yep. What capital city is that? That's question 2.
Question number 3. An extinct fish species called medjed, which was a historical relative of modern elephant fish that made its former home in the city of Oxyrhynchus. That fish is legendarily said to have consumed the severed penis of what deity? What is the name of the deity who had its severed penis, or had their severed penis, legendarily consumed by a fish from Oxyrhynchus? That's question number 3.
Question number 4. What Western Conference NBA team has not had a player chosen for an all-star team since the 16-17 season, when center DeMarcus Cousins got his 3rd straight selection? So what Western Conference NBA team is that? That's question 4.
Question number 5. Later thinkers such as Lucretius and Epicurus expanded on the theories of what pre-Socratic philosopher known for the void hypothesis and the introduction of the term atom. So what pre-Socratic philosopher introduced the term atom? That's question number 5.
Question number 6. The Italian word for chalk gives us the name of what type of white paint mixed with chalk and gypsum and used like primer to prepare surfaces such as wood and canvas. And Jerome, to answer your question, is what deity got their penis lopped off, correct?
Yes. And consumed by a fish.
Yep.
From Oxyrhynchus.
Mm-hmm. So that is question 6.
Question number 7. Maggie and the Witch Queen of New Orleans were 2 of only 3 singles that charted on the Billboard Hot 100 for what band who released their 1970 debut album after lead singer Pat Vegas won the first ever singing competition sponsored by Coca-Cola? What band released their debut album in 1970 after lead singer Pat Vegas won a singing contest? 2 of their 3 hits on the Billboard charts include Maggie and the Witch Queen of New Orleans. What's that band? That's question number 7.
And your last question of the evening. What 1957 film that was based on a 1952 novel was adapted for the screen by Carl Foreman and Michael Wilson? The script won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. But because both writers were on the Hollywood blacklist, the statuette went to the novel's author, Pierre Boulle. What was that 1957 film? That is question number 8, and that's your ball game.
That's it. Best of luck, everybody. Get your answers in as soon as you can. We're going to jump back into the house groove, and we'll see you in just a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Bye for now. All right, let's do it here with round number 5 and your correct answers, starting with question number 1, which was
away.
what two-part epic by Argentinian poet Jose Hernandez follows its titular gaucho protagonist through adventures that include a knife fight and a singing contest? Published in the late 19th century, or later half of the 19th century, it is Martin Fierro, often considered the national epic of Argentina, though not officially so. Realize you brought a song to a knife fight. Yeah. No, you don't want that.
Question number 2, change the first letter in the name of a country in the Western Hemisphere. You'll get what capital city of a Middle Eastern country? You will get Manama.
Yep.
The capital of Bahrain.
Yep, indeed. Change the one letter at the beginning of Panama, and boom. What do you know? What do you know? Question number 3. An extinct fish species called medjed, a historical relative of modern elephant fish that made its former home in the city of Oxyrhynchus, is legendarily said to have consumed the severed penis of what deity? That would be Osiris. Osiris was chopped up by his brother Seth, and his dick was fed to the fish. Seth, interestingly enough, I wondered about it. That was an answer that someone gave us, was Seth. So I had to look it up.
God-cursed fish ate only quesadillas, tacos, and chewy dicks. The handy mnemonic for the most.
Don't take this away from me, Vink Daddy. Anyway, Seth was one of the answers that we were given. So I had to go and make sure that Seth's dick wasn't also fed to the fish. Because Horus did revenge kill Seth for killing his daddy Osiris. And I just wanted to make sure he didn't, do a Hannibal Rising and feed his dick to the fish or anything.
Hannibal was the worst Van Halen song.
And the best Muppet song.
Question number 4. What Western Conference NBA team has not had a player chosen for the All-Star team since the 16-17 season when center DeMarcus Cousins received his 3rd straight nomination? They've been close a couple times with De'Aaron Fox, but this is Sacramento Kings. Mm-hmm. Although they have had Buddy Hield compete in the 3-point contest on All-Star Weekend.
Hey, Oklahoma.
Yep.
Question number 5. Later thinkers such as Lucretius and Epicurus expanded on the theories of what pre-Socratic philosopher, known for the void hypothesis and the introduction of the term atom. This depiction on the next slide is far from what I expected. Mm-hmm. That is Democritus. What's up? Okay, cool.
Good job, Democritus.
Democritus is the one who, with his students, kind of formulated atomic theory in that there is a substance that is made up of particles we cannot see that controls all matter and energy in the universe. So, Democritus, way ahead of his time.
Mm-hmm. Question number 6. The Italian word for chalk gives us the name of what type of white paint mixed with chalk and gypsum. It's used like primer to prepare surfaces such as wood and canvas. That is gesso.
Gesso indeed. Yep. And you got 2 more questions. Maggie and The Witch Queen of New Orleans were 2 of only 3 singles that charted on the Billboard Hot 100 for what band, who released their 1970 debut album after lead singer Pat Vegas won the first singing competition sponsored by Coca-Cola. Wouldn't it be something if Pat Vegas and Mike Reno got together?
That'd be fun.
I'd be a buyer for about 2 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this band's 3rd single was definitely their most famous. They're also probably pretty famous for being the title of a number 1, I think.
A number 1 in a Grammy Award-winning song.
That is Redbone. Of course, the fame is from Come and Get Your Love and Childish Gambino. Yep. But yeah, Redbone. Pat Vegas won the singing contest, got the money, they released the record.
Nice. And your last one of the evening. What 1957 film based on a 52 novel was adapted for the screen by Carl Foreman and Michael Wilson? The script won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. Because both writers were on the Hollywood blacklist, the statuette ended up going to Pierre Boulle. That movie was The Bridge on the River Kwai. Pierre Boulle is definitely well known as well for writing the novelization of The Planet of the...
Not the novelization. Well, yeah, the novel before was a film.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
But,
well, the novelization is when you take the movie.
I gotcha. The novel, The Planet of the Apes. Pierre Boulle actually did not speak any English. So it was a shade awkward when he walked up to get the...
Very short speech, I imagine.
Very short speech.
Very short speech. All right, T, what do we got?
All right, let's go to the standings. 7th place, 32 points for 3rd podium. Sixth place, 34 points for Team Coast to Coast. Fifth place, 40 points for the artist formerly known as Kanye West, Nile Virus. Fourth place for Itches Get Scritches, 43 points for them. 44 points, third place for Bag It Up. Second place by a single point, 46 points for Bon Ivermectin. And in first place with 47 points, is it Friday yet? It ain't. But it's your birthday because you won. Congratulations to Is It Friday Yet?
Yeah, well done. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out here with Gentleman Octopus Trivia. We do it every Monday at 9 o'clock Eastern. If you want to support what we do, feel free to hit us up at Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore and PayPal, KateSizemore@hotmail.com. I'll leave those handles up for probably another 5-10 minutes.
Yep.
While we break
all of this
down
is
here.
completely hand done. The slides, the memes, the Mohs hardness scale,
all of that stuff. So we just wanted to also remind everybody that next week we will not be running a game because it's both Labor Day and Rosh Hashanah. So to all those who celebrate, we hope you have a happy Rosh Hashanah. And we're looking forward to getting back week after next.
Mm-hmm. Until then, we'll see you guys later.
Have a good night. All right, so after looking at the answer forms one more time, a lot of things, it seems, were answered under the wrong question. And that happened with like 3 different teams.
So I don't think it was a team problem. I think it was more of a Google form thing.
I think so, too. I think it got shuffled somehow. Anyway, Bon Ivermectin wasn't initially given credit for Democritus because it showed up under the Osiris question, but found it, gave credit for it, and that puts us in a tie. So you want to just...
Yeah, I kind of want to...
I think since we've already signed off and I'm definitely committed to going to bed, we're going to declare dual winners. So congratulations to Is It Friday Yet?
And
Bon Ivermectin. Well done.
47 points. That's a hell of a score.
47 out of 50 is incredible.
Yep.
We will see you all week after next. Sorry about the confusion there at the end. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye for now.
encuentra en medio del Atlántico y se... de una historia asombrosa. Han salido... Corporación en alta. La plataforma parece...